Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Quiet Riddle. I appreciate you, and your support helps other good people like yourself. So with that said, have you ever wondered why some people are absolutely obsessed with cats? Those fluffy, independent creatures that seem to rule the internet and our hearts alike. Today, we're diving deep into the psychology of people who love cats. What makes them tick? Why do they prefer felines over other pets? And what does it say about their personalities? We'll explore the science, the traits, and even some surprising benefits. So, grab your favorite mug of tea, or maybe a cat on your lap, and let's unravel this fascinating topic. First off, let's talk about the basics. Cat lovers, often called ailurophiles, have a unique bond with their pets. Unlike dogs, who are pack animals craving constant attention, cats are more solitary and mysterious. This appeals to people who value independence and subtlety in relationships. Psychologists have long studied pet preferences as a window into human personality. A study from the University of Texas found that cat people tend to score higher on traits like openness to experience and neuroticism, while dog people lean toward extroversion and agreeableness. But don't worry, being a cat lover doesn't mean you're neurotic in a bad way. It often just means you're more sensitive to emotions and nuances. Think about it. Cats don't shower you with unconditional affection like dogs do. They make you earn their trust, which can be incredibly rewarding. This dynamic mirrors how cat lovers approach human relationships. They might prefer deep, meaningful connections over superficial ones. If you're someone who enjoys quiet evenings reading a book with a purring cat nearby, rather than a noisy party, you're embodying that classic cat person vibe. It's all about quality over quantity in companionship. Now, let's delve into the personality traits more specifically. Research from various psychological journals suggests that cat lovers are often introverted. Introverts recharge in solitude, and cats provide companionship without overwhelming social demands. A cat won't drag you out for a walk at dawn or beg for playtime when you're exhausted. Instead, they offer a calm presence, which is perfect for those who need space to think and reflect. In fact, a survey by the American Psychological Association indicated that introverts are 15% more likely to own cats than extroverts. But it's not just introversion. Cat people are frequently described as creative and imaginative. Cats, with their graceful movements and enigmatic behaviors, inspire artistry. Many famous writers, like Ernest Hemingway and Haruki Murakami, were avid cat lovers. Hemingway once said his cats were his muses, helping him through writer's block. Psychologically, this makes sense because interacting with cats stimulates the brain's reward centers in subtle ways, fostering creativity without the high-energy stimulation that dogs provide. Another key trait is empathy. Cat lovers often have high emotional intelligence. Cats communicate through body language, a flick of the tail, a slow blink, which requires owners to be attuned to subtle cues. This hones empathy skills, making cat people better at reading human emotions too. A study published in the Journal of Applied Animal Welfare Science found that cat owners scored higher on empathy tests compared to non-pet owners. It's like living with a little therapist who teaches you to observe and understand without words. Of course, there's the independence factor. Cat lovers value autonomy, both for themselves and their pets. They appreciate that cats can entertain themselves, which suits people with busy lifestyles or those who travel often. This independence can stem from a psychological need for control. In a world full of chaos, having a pet that doesn't demand constant oversight provides a sense of stability. Psychologists link this to attachment styles. Cat lovers might have secure attachments, feeling comfortable with space and relationships, whereas dog lovers might lean toward anxious attachments, needing more reassurance. Let's not forget the therapeutic benefits. Owning a cat can significantly reduce stress and anxiety. The act of petting a cat releases oxytocin, the love hormone, which lowers cortisol levels. A landmark study from the Human-Animal Bond Research Institute showed that cat owners had 30% lower risk of heart disease due to reduced stress. For people dealing with mental health issues like depression, cats offer non-judgmental companionship. They're there when you need them, but they don't pry. This is especially appealing to those who find human interactions draining. Interestingly, the psychology extends to gender differences. Women are statistically more likely to identify as cat lovers, perhaps due to societal roles emphasizing nurturing in subtle ways. But men who love cats often challenge stereotypes, showing a softer, more introspective side. Think of figures like Freddie Mercury, who dedicated songs to his cats. This breaks down macho myths and highlights how cat love transcends gender norms. Now, comparing cat lovers to dog lovers. It's a classic debate. Dog people are often seen as outgoing and loyal, thriving in social settings. Cats appeal to the thinkers, the dreamers. A 2010 study by psychologist Sam Gosling at the University of Texas analyzed over 4,500 participants and found cat lovers to be more conscientious and open-minded. Dog lovers were more energetic and rule-following. Neither is better. It's about what resonates with your psyche. If you're a cat person, you might enjoy puzzles and riddles. Fitting for our channel, the Quiet Riddle. Historically, cats have been intertwined with human psychology. In ancient Egypt, cats were revered as gods, symbolizing protection and mystery. People who worshipped Batet, the cat goddess, believed in the feline's spiritual powers. This reverence influenced how societies viewed cat lovers, as intuitive and connected to the divine. In medieval Europe, however, cats were associated with witchcraft, leading to superstitions that painted cat owners as eccentric or even dangerous. These cultural shifts reflect evolving psychological perceptions, from sacred to suspicious, and now to beloved internet stars. Modern psychology also examines why some people become crazy cat ladies or hoarders. This isn't typical. It's often linked to underlying issues like loneliness or trauma. True cat lovers maintain healthy boundaries, using their pets as emotional support rather than substitutes for human connection. Therapy involving cats, like cat cafes in Japan, helps combat isolation by providing low-pressure social interaction. Let's look at some scientific studies in more detail. A 2017 research paper in Anthrozoos journal surveyed 1,200 cat owners and found they reported higher life satisfaction. The purring mechanism in cats vibrates at frequencies that promote bone healing and reduce pain. Literally a built-in therapy tool. Another study from the University of Minnesota linked cat ownership to better sleep quality, as the rhythmic purring acts like white noise. But what about the dark side? Some psychologists argue that extreme cat love might indicate avoidance behaviors. If someone prefers cats over people entirely, it could signal social anxiety. However, for most, it's a balanced preference. Cats teach resilience. They scratch sometimes, reminding us that love isn't always easy. Personal anecdotes bring this to life. I once knew a friend who adopted a stray cat during a tough breakup. That cat became her anchor, helping her rebuild confidence. Psychologically, this is common. Cats provide routine and purpose. Another story, a busy executive who credits his cat for keeping him grounded amidst corporate stress. These tales show how cats mirror our inner worlds. In evolutionary terms, our love for cats might stem from mutual benefits. Cats controlled pests in early human settlements, earning their keep. Humans who bonded with them had advantages, passing down traits that favor feline affinity. Today, this manifests in viral cat videos that boost dopamine, explaining why cat content dominates social media. Myths abound, like the idea that cat lovers are loners. Not true. Many are social but selectively so. Or that cats are aloof. Actually, they form deep bonds, just on their terms. Debunking these helps us appreciate the psychology without stereotypes. As we wrap up the main discussion, remember that loving cats says a lot about your inner self. Independent, empathetic, creative. Whether you're a lifelong cat person or just curious, there's psychology at play in every whisker twitch. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you. See you in the next video.